Welcome to Yoga Express. Today we will do a little bit of mini drills. So just to feel better in the body and build some strength. So let's start today lying down on our backs. You don't need any particular props. And once you lie down, take a moment to settle and prepare your nervous system and body for this 30-minute practice. Walk the feet as wide as the mat. Let the knees knock in at the center. Take an inhale through your nose. And exhale through the mouth. One more like that. Big breath in. Sip it in through your nose. And sigh it out through the mouth. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Take the arms up towards the ceiling, palms facing each other. Walk the feet hips distance wide. Reach the arms a little bit higher. Take an inhale through the nose. As you exhale, breathe through your lips. Almost like you're blowing up an air balloon. And notice how the core engages when you do that. Inhale, release. Exhale, blow up the balloon. Inhale, release the abdomen. Exhale, balloon breath, pull the belly button down. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Now we'll continue with that balloon breath. Even think about curling the tailbone up as you pull a belly button down. And we'll add a little bit of leg movement. Take a breath in. Exhale, balloon breath. Hover the right foot up. Release the right foot, let go. Exhale, balloon breath. Keep the belly button down, hover your left foot up. Release the foot, big breath in. Exhale. Right foot. Inhale. Exhale. Left foot. Inhale. Exhale. Right foot, maybe stretch it long. Bring it back, take a breath in. Exhale. Left foot, maybe straighten it. Bring it back, take a breath in. Exhale. Right leg. Inhale. Exhale. Left leg. Let's do 4 more on each side. Go slowly at your pace. After the 4th one, come back to center, lower the arms. And take a regular breath through the mouth. Walk your feet in closer to the hips. Reach the arms back towards the ceiling, curl your tailbone up, and then elevate the pelvis. Keep scooping the tailbone up and take little pulses, lifting the hips a little bit higher, creating space in the front of the pelvis. Lean into your right foot more. You can even lift your left heel. Take 10 pulses just on the right side, working the right glute and hamstring. And then switch, lean into your left foot, hover the right heel, and take 10 pulses just on the left side. Come back with both heels down. Lift the tailbone up a little bit more. Take 10 more pulses symmetrically. Keep reaching the arms up. Keep scooping the tailbone up. Peel the heels backwards. And then take a nice big bridge, reach the arms overhead. Keep scooping the tailbone as you open the front of the pelvis. And then slowly, slowly start to roll your way down. Middle back, lower back, hips. Good. Let's do one more set of core work. Reach the arms towards the ceiling. We'll do the same balloon breath and the same legs, but this time there'll be an option to add the arms. So as you reach one leg forward, reach the opposite arm back one at a time, okay? So let's begin. Take a breath in. Belly button down, balloon breath. Right leg, left arm. Bring them back, take a breath in. Exhale, balloon breath, belly button down. Left leg, right arm, keeping the core engaged. Bring them back, take a breath in. 3 more on each side. Inhale. Exhale. Core is strong as you move the limbs. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Relax the arms. Bring the knees into your chest, hug the knees with your hands, and guide the knees with your hands into concentric circles. Take 3 in each direction. Stretch the legs up towards the ceiling, bend and straighten the knees a few times. Good. And then let's go ahead and roll onto your left side. Make a pillow for your left ear. Make sure feet are lined up with the hips, knees are bent to 90, and your ribs and hips are stacked. Place your right hand on the right hip. Keep the feet glued together. Slowly lift the right knee and lower. Tailbone tucks belly in. Lift the right knee and lower. Keep going, lifting and lowering. Tailbone tucks belly in. Keep the hips level. Don't let the hips roll back any amount. You might feel a slow burn starting to build in the glute muscles right around your outer hip, your butt region on the right side. This is what we're after, a little bit of glute activation. Just a few more, keep going. Last 2. And relax. You can give the glute a little bit of tap. And then we'll go right into the second exercise. Everything stays the same. Now the right leg stretches long. Shift it a tiny bit behind you and dial the toes downwards. Keep the hips stacked as you lift and lower. the right leg towards the ceiling. And you're moving maybe 4 or 5 inches, not much movement at all. Most importantly, your tailbone is long, the belly button hugs back, and the hips stay perfectly stacked. Keep shifting the right leg a little bit back in space with an internal rotation with the toes pointing towards the floor. So again, we're focusing on the outer hip, the glute muscles here. Good. Just a few more to build some strength. Last 5. And place the right knee over your left knee. Tap, tap, tap. Good. Let's take a side body stretch. Reach the legs long. Send the right arm overhead. And then go ahead, place your right foot in for tree, using that same muscle to rotate the knee towards the ceiling. Anchor through your bottom leg. You can send the left arm long for more stability. Focus on stability through the underside, your left side. I like to flex my left toes here as well. Tuck the tailbone, hug your belly in, maybe reach the top arm overhead once you have stability on the side. Keep the neck long, chin is heavy. Stay for 2 more breaths. And then slowly bring the arm back, straighten the right leg. All right, let's go down onto the belly. We'll keep working the right leg a little bit more. Make a pillow for your forehead. Reach the legs back in space. Tuck your tailbone, lift the right leg so that the right knee is bent, and then little pulses trying to lift the right foot towards the ceiling. So working right hamstrings, right glutes a little bit more. Keep tucking your tailbone. Don't forget to breathe. When we get to that down dog, after all this work, that down dog is going to feel so good. And relax. Shake the hips for a moment. All right, let's go to the second side. So turn onto your right side. And get stacked on your side. So line up, feet lined up with the hips. Make a pillow for your right ear. And bend your knees to 90. Left hand on your hip, keep the hips and the ribs stacked. Keep your feet together and start to lift and lower your left knee. Slowly with control, keep tucking your tailbone, hug your belly button in. And notice if the left hip is just as spacious as the right. So both sides of your waist, both sides of the ribs are even with each other and equally long. So we want to have space between the hips and the shoulders. Keep going, just a few more. Again, feeling maybe that slow burn starting in the glutes on your left side. 5 more. And pause and rest. You can give the glute a little tap, tap, tap. Flush out that work. Good. And then second one, everything stays the same. Left leg will straighten. Dial the leg a little bit back in space, but tuck your tailbone. And then internally rotate so that the toes point towards the floor. And then start to lift and lower your leg a few inches up and down. Relax the face, keep the neck long, jaws relaxed. Don't forget to breathe. Almost done. Just about 7 more. Very nice. Land your left knee, tap, tap, tap. And then go ahead, straighten the legs, reach the left arm overhead. Take a nice long side stretch. When you're ready, place your left foot in for tree pose. Make sure that you're balanced right on the right hip. Settle the right side into the floor. Right arm can straighten. And then maybe the left arm joins and goes up and overhead. So using that stability we just created in our core, in our hips, to find this side lying tree pose. A couple more breaths as we find our balance and stability in this nice variation. Relax your leg down. Come back onto your belly. We'll keep working on the left leg. Make a pillow for your forehead. Tuck your tailbone. Reach the legs back. Bend your left knee. Tailbone is tucked. And little pulses, lifting the knee towards the ceiling, working hamstring and glute. Relax the face. Relax your neck. Breathe slow and steady. Last 5. And relax the leg down. Shake the hips a little bit, side to side. Bring the fingertips wide outside the mat. Elbows point up towards the ceiling. Tailbone is long, feet are heavy. Inhale, lift the chest. And dip your right shoulder, look to the left. Inhale, center. Dip your left shoulder, look to the right. Inhale, center. Dip right and look left. Inhale, center. And dip your left and look right. Inhale, center. Come back to the floor, hands by the ribs. And press into a tabletop position. Walk the knees closer to your hands so you have a nice rectangle. Spread the fingertips. Inhale for cow pose. Press into the tops of your feet. And exhale for cat pose. A few rounds like this. Inhale, cow spine. Open the collarbones. Exhale, cat spine. Round your back. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's add a little bit of wrist strengthening work. As you come into the cow spine, hover just the heel of the hand up. As you round, lower the heel of the hand down. Inhale, cow spine, lift the heels of your hands. Exhale, cat spine, round, press. 2 more like this. Inhale, keep your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, release the palms. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Tuck your toes. Let's stretch the backs of our legs in a downward facing dog. You can pedal your feet, stretching the soles of the feet, stretching the opposite calf. You can rotate the hips and the ribs gently side to side. Something that feels nice in your body. And then go ahead, come back into tabletop position. Walk the fingertips about 6 inches forward now and come into a kneeling plank. So like plank pose, but the knees are on the floor. Spread the fingertips right underneath your shoulders and connect through the center of the palm, especially the thumb and the index finger. Elbows brush the ribs as you lower 1/3 of the way. Shoulders away from your ears. And exhale, exhale, come back up. Tuck your tailbone, lift the belly button. Exhale, bend your elbows. Inhale, press back up. Good. Let's do 2 more like that. Round your back, tuck your tailbone. Exhale, bend your elbows. Inhale, press up. Last one, tuck your tailbone, a little cat spine. Exhale. Inhale. And sit all the way back, child's pose. Tense your fingertips in this child's pose. Reach the hands as far forward as you can. Reach the hips towards your heels. And then walk the fingertips over to the right. Breathe into the left side of the ribs. Walk the fingertips through center, over to the left. Keep reaching them forward as you move to the left. And breathe into the right ribs. Come back into tabletop. Step your left foot to the back. Reach the left arm up. Float your left leg. Point the toes and make 5 circles with your left leg. Circle in the opposite direction. Roll the right bicep forward. And then go ahead, bend your knee, curl the heel to bum, maybe catch the foot. Open your left shoulder. Tuck the tailbone as you lengthen through the knee. 1 more breath. Gently extend the arm and the leg. Nice side body stretch. And come back into tabletop position. Inhale, cow spine. Exhale, downward facing dog pose. Inhale to plank. Pause and plank. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Spread the shoulder blades apart. Downward facing dog. Tap the knees down into tabletop. Step the right foot to the back. Reach the right arm up. Point the right toes as you hover the right foot. And then 5 little circles with your right leg. Roll your left bicep forward. Stabilize by hugging your left hip in. Switch the circles in the opposite direction. And then curl the heel in, catch the foot. Open the right shoulder. As you tuck your tailbone, lengthen through the right kneecap. And roll your left bicep forward just a little bit more. 1 more breath. Release your right foot, right arm, big rainbow stretch over your left side. And release the hand back into tabletop. Inhale, cow spine. Exhale, cat spine. Good. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Lift the heels right over your toes, bend your knees, get a nice foot stretch. And then walk your hands all the way to the back of your mat, forward fold. Grab opposite elbow, sway a little bit side to side. And then slowly roll up to stand. Circle the arms up. Exhale, hands together to the heart. Okay, let's finish our drills in a standing position. So find any spot on your mat that feels good. Hands to your hips. Let's balance on the right foot first. Pick up your left heel. Lift the knee up. Lower it down. Keep your hips level. Lift the knee up. Lower it down. Twice more. Hug it up. Exhale, bring it up. Exhale, bring it up. This time, keep it up. Open it to the side, keeping the hips squaring forward. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale. Inhale, bring it back. Really keep the hips level. Exhale. Place your foot in for tree pose, anywhere that is right on your left, on that right leg, except don't press directly on the knee. And then keep the hips level. Use your hands to feel the hips in space. Lengthen tailbone down, scoop the belly backwards. Lift the rib cage up, and then maybe go ahead, float the arms up. Stay for 2 more breaths. Keep working on the balance. If you need the wall, don't be afraid to just tap the wall as needed. And keep growing taller. And go ahead, release the arms. Bring the knee forward and release the foot. Take a couple nice hip circles with soft knees. Rinse all that work. And circle in the opposite direction. Good. Take the right foot, the same leg that we just worked in our standing position, and catch the foot behind you for the standing quad stretch. Tuck your tailbone down strongly, lift the ribs up, and then start to peel your knee back in space. Take a little baby dancer pose. Lift the chest, lift the knee, maybe lift the opposite arm. 1 more breath. And then go ahead, gently release and come back. All right, let's do that on the other side. So left foot will be strong. Pick up your right heel, hold on to your hips. As you exhale, raise the knee up. Inhale, lower. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep hugging the left hip in. Inhale. Exhale. Keep it up. Open the knee to the side. Bring it back. Open to the side. Bring it back. Open to the side. Bring it back. This time, place it for tree pose, anywhere except directly on the knee. Hands on the hips. Make sure the hips are level, side to side. Tuck the tailbone, scoop the belly up, and then lift the ribs as high as you can away from the hips. Maybe reach the arms towards the ceiling. Keep growing taller. Keep hugging the left hip in. Last breath. Slowly lower the arms, bring your knee back, and step the foot down. Good. Widen your feet, soft knees, couple hip circles in both directions. Release that work. Good. And then working on the same leg that was just standing, your left leg, catch the foot behind you. Tuck the tailbone, scoop the belly up, scoop the chest up. And then as you kick the knee back, lift the chest more. Kick the knee back, lift the chest more. Tailbone tucks, maybe opposite arm reaches to the sky, little baby dancer pose. And then slowly come out. Bring the knee forward and release the foot down. Okay, very good job. Let's finish with a pec stretch at the wall. So find a wall spot. Take your right hand to the wall, shoulder height, elbow is straight. Shrug the shoulder down and start to pivot the torso away from the wall until you feel a nice stretch from the center of the sternum towards your right armpit. Keep the ribs moving away from the hips. Stabilize the core container by drawing the tailbone down and hugging your navel back. You can bend and straighten through the knee joint a few times, changing the direction of the stretch for the muscle fibers. Good. And let's switch sides. Slowly come out. Take your left hand to the wall, shoulder height. Shrug the shoulder down. Start to rotate the torso away from the wall. And again, grow the ribs up away from the hips. Tuck the tailbone. Squeeze the belly button backwards. open the left pec from the sternum to the armpit. And then again, maybe add the little bending and straightening through the knees. Hopefully this feels really nice. And then go ahead, slowly come on out, lower the leg. Lower the arm, I mean. Good. Feet hips distance, inhale, sweep the arms up, stabilize your center. Exhale, hands together to the heart. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath. This time as you exhale, widen your feet, turn the toes out, and let's come down into a squat pose. Make sure the heels stay flat on the floor. Draw the tailbone down, widen the collarbones, press palm into palm, elbows inside the knees. If necessary, feel free to tuck a block underneath your seat for more stability, or just simply keep the hips higher. They don't have to go close to the floor. As long as your heels stay down and the hips are kind of moving back, push down through your heels. Good. And then release the hands to the floor. Use the hands for support. Take a seat. Stretch the legs forward in front of you. Give the tops of the quads a little tap, tap, tap. Outsides of the legs, a little tap. Outsides of the calves, a little tap. Let's finish our practice today in a forward fold. So scoot the sit bones slightly back in space. Feel free to sit on a blanket or a pillow to lift the pelvis higher so that you can angle the torso forward. And then bend the knees as much as you need so that the belly and thighs can rest against one another. Wrap your arms around your legs and bow the head towards your feet. If the head is not quite close to your legs, you can build a shelf for your forehead, either with your arms. Feel free to use blocks or a pillow, whatever you have handy nearby. And this is a nice closing posture. We will close with this one today as we breathe into our low back. So really important that the knees is bend as much as they have to so that you can tip the torso forward and really focus this stretch for your low back. And a couple more breaths. Exhale through the mouth, softening just a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. Use your arms. Bring yourself back upright. Good. If you have a minute or two, just take a flat position. Take a moment of rest for a brief shavasana, just to let the body settle. Nervous system relax and soothe. Letting your body know that everything is well, all is safe. These are just some stability and strength building movements that we practice today for the body. One more big breath in through the nose. Out through your mouth.